big day here. Detroit 2020 honored a few of the people and many of the organizations who worked tirelessly to help improve our city and our region.
It was a special day. The occasion was our inaugural Detroit 2020 Awards. We recognize good works that illustrate our motto, unify, inspire, act.
And we broke it into 3 awards. Our Inspire Award went to the Front Porch, this organization that provides educational and fun opportunities for children.
The ACT Award went to Motor City Blight Busters, a group that has worked for nearly a quarter-century now to eliminate the abandoned buildings that scar our neighborhoods and replace them with opportunities.
And our Unify Award was presented to this lady, Toni McElwain, president of Ravendale Community Organization. Carolyn Clifford explains why she was such a worthy recipient of our first Unify trophy.
In the Ravendale community on Detroit's east side, neighbors look out for each other in good times and bad. And so when there was an explosion at Keena Yeldell Harrison's house on Maiden Street, she knew she wouldn't have to suffer through this alone.
All my neighbors came to help me.
One of the first on the scene was Ravendale's biggest champion, Toni McElwain.
We just call her and she'd be right there.
Toni has been there for the residents of Wade Street since 1988. Soon after she moved in, she complimented one of the neighbors on a beautiful flower bed.
I said to herself, "Hi, my name is Toni McElwain." I said, "Those are some pretty flowers." And she looked at me, she said, "Lady, didn't nobody ask you your name?"
Right then, Toni decided to change attitudes in her neighborhood. She made up her mind to start a block club.
And everyone started noticing this one little block, how it transformed from a deteriorating block to a more livable block.
Soon residents on nearby streets began to ask Toni for help with their blocks.
I have organized 32 block clubs.
She has unified the 4,000 people in the area. How did Toni become such a unifying force? That part of her story begins with a rat in a dumpster. Toni was in her 20s. She had 4 children and a husband who was physically abusive.
I was shot once in the head, and I ended up living on the streets of Detroit.
There was a grocery store that occasionally gave her food for the kids.
One day this store was closed, and I remember walking around to the alley looking in the dumpster for food.
A rat ran out and scampered down the alley. It had gotten to the food first.
And I remember praying to God, if you just open up one door for me, I will give back the rest of my life.
That was the start. Toni began to turn her life around.
And I moved into this neighborhood. I said, that's where I could help make the change. That's where I could give back.
This welcoming community center is the heart of the Ravendale community. You can think of it as Toni's home because it's where she has put out the welcome mat.
When people walk in this door with their shoulders slumped because they're down and out, you know, if they leave out of here just a little, standing up just a little straighter, feeling good about coming here and that they're really going to get some help.
And the help comes in many forms. For instance, this computer class that helps residents update their skills. There's a resale shop.
Everyone that's here is from this community.
There's a senior program during the day and an after-school program for kids.
In the summer, we have over 200 youth that we serve.
For years, she has been at the forefront of neighborhood cleanup efforts. When tensions ran high between store owners and residents, Toni brought the two sides together and helped develop a code of conduct for each. Her contributions have not gone unnoticed. Everyone, from presidents to residents, have recognized her efforts. Toni will continue to work for her community because she has a promise to keep.
It's my life. And it's a life that I feel that I have to keep going until I can't go anymore.
She gives me great hope, great hope.
Toni McElwain, great lady.
Absolutely.
You know, while the recognition certainly is nice, I tell you, each of the awardees was presented a check for $7,000 from the foundation of our parent company, the Scripps Howard's Foundation. That money will be going to continue the work of their organization, which, as we pointed out, is such good work.
No, absolutely. We're going to have more on our other award winners on Action News at 6 and 7 o'clock tonight.
Also, you can see the entire Awards Detroit ceremony, the 2020 Awards ceremony, this Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, right here on Channel 7.